that vote, I mean, it's a fairly clear majority for a substantial change in the law. What did you make of it?
Well, it's a very disappointing result for those of us who were lobbying against the change. The government a number of weeks ago had indicated that they wanted to cease with the temporary provision, as was the case with all other temporary provisions that were introduced for reasons of COVID. They had wanted to cease it in August and allow 6 months for providers to reintroduce pre-pandemic procedures. Unfortunately, the Lords, Baroness Sugg, brought forward an amendment to the Health and Social Care Bill. The way in which that was done was absolutely inappropriate in terms of how to make law. It was debated in the Lords at 1 o'clock in the morning. Most Lords were not present, and it was passed 75 votes to 35. It then came to the Commons, as it does in a ping-pong session, and it came to the Commons yesterday. Baroness Sugg's amendment sought to ensure that this was made law, that it continued, that pills by post would continue. Unfortunately, we lost the vote. The government had indicated that they were not supporting Baroness Sugg's amendment, but because it's a conscience issue, they did not whip their members on it. As a result, we lost it by 27 votes. Really disappointing for those of us who are pro-life and those of us who value both lives, both the women and the babies, in all of these scenarios.
Carla Lockhart, I mean, you obviously, you don't like it, but these were the elected representatives of the country concerned. As you say, it was a vote of conscience. They voted with their conscience.
But if you look at the number of abstentions on this and the way in which this piece of legislation was brought forward, I don't believe it's a good way in making law. There has been no scrutiny of this provision, and there has been no public consultation whenever it was introduced. We are now seeing the consequences of this piece of legislation. 1 in 17 women are having to seek hospital assistance because of complications. I recounted a case yesterday that was being reported in the media of a young girl, Savannah, aged 16. She made the phone call. The abortion provider said that they calculated her at 8 weeks. She took the pills. She had to be hospitalised. She was between 20 and 21 weeks pregnant. That baby was born with a heartbeat. Now, that is wholly inappropriate, and it's not what the abortion pills was ever intended to do. So we're calling on the government, and we will be looking at ways and means of trying to ensure that this is brought back to the Commons and gets proper scrutiny.
Carla Lockhart, there we have to leave it. We appreciate your time. Thanks very much.